Hello everyone and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge Imperial Civil War 2.2 preview playthrough as the Pentastar alignment in the Art of War GC. The last few episodes we recorded live on stream, so it's been a couple days since I actually played, which gave me a pretty good chance to go back through, and I got a ton of work done in the last week or so on the mod. Like I've said in the previous videos though, this is a separate build that I'm playing from the actual fully up-to-date in development build, but I have been transferring over some of the changes. So there'll be a lot of stuff that you don't see, and a lot of the work was sort of behind the scenes, trying to there's a bunch of, so the way it works is for every Imperial Warlord faction we had to do a separate, it's called a variant of the ISD and ISD2 and any other units they share. So they could have, primarily it was for the different fighter complements, but with the scripts that go along with the new fighter spawn method, Pox has it set so you could set the tag, or you could set the faction within the new fighter spawn logic. So we are able to consolidate all that down to one entry for each ship, which makes it a lot easier to go back through and make changes that we need to make. And it also should help the loading times and performance a little bit. Not a huge amount, but every little bit helps with that kind of thing. And I actually did part of that work on a stream on our twitch.tv channel, so there's a link to that in the description. It should still be up in the VODs. I don't think it's a video that I'm going to push to YouTube, because it's basically 3 hours of me using Notepad. But if you're interested in seeing what that kind of stuff is, again, link in the description, just check the videos tab for that. It'll be probably up for another few days. And I did become a Twitch partner, or not a Twitch partner, a Twitch affiliate, which means I think the time that the videos kept is a bit longer, and it also means that you can subscribe to my Twitch channel, which is very helpful for those of you who try to do it. But either way, the thing that you're going to notice that changed as far as this playthrough in-game is we have the new Validusia station, which we may or may not be able to build right now because there we go. So I'm gonna unqueue some of these things right now, but you'll see it here. It won't be overflowing on the build bar in the actual build. That the only reason that's happening is because we have all the extra patron units, but it is a new type of space station that's a bit more similar to the level 5 space stations in the base game. But we're going to try to get it up on, we won't be able to do it on Orinda, on any of these planets. We can do it, it can be built on any level 2 station planet. Unfortunately, most of these are only level 1, and really Orinda needs to be at least level 2, so I'll probably change that between episodes. I don't know if that'll take in the save. That's one of the issues, or that's one of the changes that may cause issues. But we're going to get that going there. And we will probably try to take Hast this episode, so we'll build up there, and we won't go into the New Republic just yet. We're going to keep going for the Maldrude, I think. But it would be nice if we were able to get to a planet where we can build... we're going to probably go for the Transitory Mist and build up to a Validusia there. So that'll probably be the first thing we do here. Let's go and attack the Empire.
Tactical battle imminent.
Or let's get attacked at Orinda. So I think we do have Cisco building, so we'll have the Vengeance, if not this episode, then maybe next episode. It should be about halfway done building, but we've got about 3 or 4 battles that are going to be really quickly lined up for us here. Nero on we can definitely build the Validusia on as well.
Moving out.
But let's see if we can get
awaiting orders.
Any of this ready by the time those
Advancing.
EOTH units get here.
Squad, move out.
That was on purpose, by the way.
Ready.
If anyone is concerned about how I pronounce H.
Construction complete. Turret constructing.
Reporting in. Enemy forces ahead.
Firing. Comlink active.
Construction complete.
Oh, he missed.
Orders
Cool.
received. Heading to coordinates.
So they're probably going to still be doing the weird stuff where they don't actually want to throw the thing. Oh, that's another thing that I don't think
Affirmative.
we did in... I might have talked about it in the last few episodes.
Right away,
But
sir.
I'm going to talk about it again. So the AI change that we want to make for the mod have been
Squad, advance.
starting to go in. The specific change that was made that
Move out.
I'm really sad we don't get to use in this
Right
playthrough
away.
is the change to the defend structure logic,
Moving to that area.
which
sir.
on ground it's why you see stuff like turn around and walk back to buildings, and in space
out.
it's why you see stuff parked under
Fallout troops.
Affirmative. Going there
parked
now.
under the station. So now within a if any units, well, they'll still want to defend the stations, but if any units come within a certain range of the stations they're defending,
Sensor array.
they will
Channel open.
they'll start responding to it based on the type of units. So if they are, it's kind of rudimentary the way it works right now in terms of which units are targeting which other units, but they'll primarily want to target or want to go after stuff that they're better suited to combat. So stuff like carriers will still sort of try to stay closer to the station. That part's not in yet, but that's essentially where we're taking the logic. And so carriers will want to stay closer to the station, but
Constructing.
their ships will actually come out and engage you properly instead of just saying like, we're technically protecting the station, kill us as much as you want, yay. So that should be much better. I'm going to try to lure them into attacking Neroon if we're able to get a Validusia up, just so you guys can see what that looks like. But let's go and get transitory miss here.
Beginning construction.
We did disable the advisor noises in the main build as well, so
Construction.
you won't
complete.
still hear the advisor noises without being able to see them. Because as far as what we plan right now, we're not going to re-add the advisor pop-ups just because they get so far behind and that contributes to lag a fair bit. But all the information is still there if you go to the history tab, and that's also still a way that you can see where planets are getting attacked.
Advancing.
So it should work out all right.
Forward.
And soon we're going to be doing our next pass on assigning abilities to ships.
We've
So
located the enemy.
that goes for both base game abilities like powered weapons, powered engines, and all that stuff, and the final assignments of all of our new abilities. So the micro jump, the single unit retreat, all that kind of thing.
Destroyer standing by. Engage.
I just got finished with assigning the station rotation abilities,
Moving to coordinates.
so that should be
We've got them on scopes.
pretty much done now. And I redid all the stuff on my whiteboard to figure out exactly what we needed to do. So I've got a pretty good idea of what all still needs to be done. I was working most of today on the on a lot of the air change mechanics. So as soon as that's done,
Commencing.
that's
Awaiting
a
orders.
huge part of the work that's still needs to be done, and that's going to need a lot of testing because there's a lot of potential variance there.
Open fire.
Because there are just a few different ways that errors can
Awaiting
change
command.
and a few different effects that can have.
Order confirmed.
But hopefully it should all work out fairly well. We're going to try to get as much testing in that as we can. But the good thing about the error change mechanics is they tend to be the same for all the larger GCs that go through all 5 eras. So there's very few parts of the story that are in one era progressive GC but not in another. So like Empire's End, Imperial Civil War, which is the new name for Imperial Civil War, Art of War, and Essence of War, and also any new. Like we plan on having one new GC like that. They can all use the exact same
The enemy has been defeated.
the exact same story scripting for that, which is super convenient because we've already got like the 15 other GCs that
Planetary
have their
control achieved.
basically everything has to be specifically tailored to them. Where for this we just have to use the same thing, and then there might have to be some changes after that for any factions that aren't in it, because like Essence of War we're changing, or the difference between Art of War and Essence of War is mostly going to be that the
Tactical battle
Yavith
imminent.
aren't there, maybe the Hapens aren't there, and that kind of thing. But that might end up changing again for 2.3 once the Hapens are playable as well. So, okay, I really need to park some space units here, because this is getting... I can only defend Orinda so many times, and I'm sure you guys can only watch me defend Orinda so many times. But I will put some ships over it right now, just to at least dissuade them from only sending ground units.
orders.
I think we've had at least 1 or 2 battles on Orinda every single episode. So that's...
Roger that.
I'm going to try to end that as soon as possible.
Copy. Let's move out.
Once we've taken Hast now, I think...
Blast them. Keep going.
Oh, so now they... Oh, that's just more of those guys. Never mind.
Form up. Open fire. Awaiting orders. Copy. Moving ahead.
So this is another one of the AA... That's why I brought it up. This is another one of the AA behaviors that we really want to look at for 2.3. It's just the...
Attack position.
the landing for some factions.
Move out. Right away. Target in range.
But you'll also notice the trees aren't being weird right now. Rogue went through. He's been doing a lot of updates to existing maps while also making some new maps.
Go. Keep
And
going this way.
one of those things that he did was fix the funny trees.
This way.
Good job, Rogue.
Reporting.
Mon Calamari will... It should also have a new map when we invade that as well.
Order acknowledged.
So we'll take a look at that. I haven't tested it in-game yet, so that'll be the first time I see it in-game.
Yes, Commander.
Turret constructed.
Order, sir.
So I'm sure there'll be 1 or 2 things that need to be changed, but...
All right, men. Take cover.
Because I do remember there were issues he was having with some of the transparency for the water,
We are
but
victorious.
we'll see. See how it does.
Construction.
Like, the map looks
complete.
good, it's just there's 1 or 2 like bugs like that that always need to be worked out with new stuff.
Construction
Okay,
complete.
so there's that, and I'm gonna just swap Thunderchild, Eternal Judgment, Stalwart, and
Construction complete.
oh, this is, I think that's supposed to be, oh, that's why I'd messed up. So some of the patron names were only in the extra text file, so I need to fix that again. So I'm really sorry. That'll be fixed for next episode. I am
Construction complete.
very sorry about that. You know what? Actually, I will fix that now. Okay, after that little mishap, we are back. However, while I was doing that, we did finish Cisco. And we also have 2 new ships to add to the fleet here. We have Justicia and Rebel's End, so we'll get those constructing as well. We will use Cisco down here in this fleet. And we're going to put Barry Vindication back into service
Moving out.
on Araco.
Battle imminent.
So we'll get those guys ready. That's not going to be something we can do anything about here on Dathomir. We do have to stop this spread of all the Greater Maldruid forces throughout our territory. Let's see, what's actually on Dathomir? Nothing we can beat them with. So we'll get that out of there. And I think we're going to want to go for Hast ASAP. So let's get these guys
course.
moving over. And let's get the transitory mist built up
Beginning
again. Let's get
construction.
Nero on. We're going to use our next 20,000 credits
Constructing.
on getting the Validusia on Nero on. And then we're going to leave a very small force here and get back so that hopefully the Empire of the Hand will want to attack us there. We're going to have enough pop cap to build up enough fleet. I really wish we could limit... there could be like diminishing returns on the pop cap. Potentially if we switched it more toward structures on
Construction complete.
on planets rather than the planets themselves. So have some planets that have really high pop cap natively, just like Coruscant or other Ecumenopolis planets. But that would also help in stuff like from the ground up, where you're starting with 1 planet. If we gave people the up... Wow, they didn't actually have anything there. I guess they just took Hast recently back.
I see.
So I'm going to get this out of there because we need to bring ground forces. But
Beginning construction.
it'd be nice if on stuff like from the ground up, you could put a higher investment in certain
Tactical
planets
battle imminent.
and get more pop cap out of that. Oh, come on.
If you insist.
But yeah, just so it feels like stuff's a bit more balanced between the larger and the smaller GCs.
Understood.
What if we just go and take Bilbringi? Then they're kind of cut off, and it means that they won't be able to go attack Nero on just yet, which is what we want them to do. So we'll leave that for now. Is that an Antigo? What if we just go and attack
Tactical battle imminent.
that? Okay, luckily they got there at the same time, so we actually have our space units. But Haas will be a relatively easy one to take then, because it looks like they only just got there. And we're not going to go for Mon Calamari just yet. That'll likely be a couple episodes down the line, because this is a very good place to hold. It'd kind of be nice to take that, but I want New Republic to be in a position to fight off the Greater Maldrude a little bit.
Thrawn reporting.
Until we're done with them.
Enemy forces ahead.
Alright, there's the E-Wings there. So they shouldn't... I don't know. I think... I don't remember what era E-Wings were actually introduced. But Stoney actually just went back through today and implemented the proper era changes to the New Republic fighter supply in the new system. Because we had them changing throughout the eras in the original way it was done, and the standard way that fighters spawn in Empire at War. But with the new system, it was only just implemented today, for the New Republic at least.
We are victorious.
Alright, good job, Zeke-Freak. Keeping that going on the edge there.
Construction complete.
Alright, so let's take Haas, which we might be able to do just automatically. Maybe.
Invasion commencing.
Yes, we can.
Building
Okay,
started.
that's
Beginning construction.
lucky. So we'll get up to another Validusia there. Did it build already? Yes, it did.
Construction complete.
Alright, so let's just leave two of you guys. We'll leave a VSD-1 and an Acclimator. Is this Hood? I'm going to put Hood back in more active service. Well, we're going to get this place attacked, so Hood's going to see some service here. And Gantry Thor as well. We can move some of this stuff back. We'll send them down. This would be a good opportunity to actually use that fleet. So let's get Kane to go down there.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Where are you attacking? Orinda. They're coming to Orinda with that fleet. Okay, so I don't know if they can actually see this stuff properly to know that
Tactical battle.
Vengeance and Vengeance. It looks like they actually may have a good idea about what they're doing. Never mind. Ignore me. Wow. It'd be nice if we had some raiders here. This could kill Cisco. Six Peltis is basically the best capital ships they could have for that. Well, if they had like Antigos, but they're not going to be in 2.2 anyways. Then that would help. But I really hate this model.
Reporting in.
Oh god, that's so many fighters.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
I got fighters on me.
TIE interceptor here.
Get over here and help. I'm running out of maneuvers. I'm under attack. I'm hit.
Interceptor squad reporting.
I really like the new Cursus design. I'm going to see if we can actually get a good look at them.
How about a little help?
They look so much better than they used to. I don't know if you guys can see that super well, but I really like it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I'm losing my engine.
Closing on target.
Okay, do they have any interdictors here?
Engaging.
We've lost the
Getting
shield
torn
generator.
apart. Go after them.
Are we gonna lose our engines? No, they're not attacking it yet.
Where are you?
Let's get out of here, Chewie. Get us out of here, Chewie. I'm gonna do that every time, though.
I'm in a tight spot.
Bomber
Our lasers
standing
are down.
by. You won't be around much longer. I'm hit.
This is something else. We need so many raiders for that. That is like the anti-SSD brigade. That is unfortunate. They really want Orinda. I don't know what to say. Okay. Well, one thing I'm going to say is... well, let's get Kiwi out and Stalwart back. But also, let's get some raiders going, because that is something else. Is this, the Glory? Okay. Where was the... I feel like we haven't used Malevolent Tide as much. Which fleet is that in? Commodore's Pride. Oh no, that's right, because Malevolent Tide was requested to be renamed to... that's right. See, the thing is, they do all this work for that, and then the weird behavior with the landing of troops makes them lose. So, I really thought putting those space units over Orinda would help, but...
Ready, sir. Transfer coordinates.
Should rename this to the Orinda campaign.
Moving out. Awaiting orders.
Active. Heading to coordinates. Going there now. Moving to position.
Pretty sure one just walked past me.
Move
Oh,
out.
never mind. Oh, it's the artillery they're sent down this time.
Right away.
Get up there faster. You got this.
Moving out.
Alright, keep walking.
Heading out. Attack position.
No, I misjudged the...
Target in range.
There we go.
Moving to target.
Gotta properly kite it.
Attacking now.
There you go.
All out. Let's move out. Let's go. Keep going. This way.
And... there we go.
Been defeated.
Maybe... I don't think Kane's fleet's gonna have any more luck, but it looks like they actually got rid of the Peltas from this fleet. So... no, they didn't. Never mind. Oh, they got rid of the everything. So let's use, you guys over here. It looks like Maldrude wants to get going again as well. We'll have to rebuild a lot of this.
Building started.
They're stopping the production of some stuff. But we're running out of credits.
IPV
Star
reporting.
cruiser here.
Location confirmed.
Get you guys into that fleet.
IPV reporting. IPV reporting.
We'll get a
Advancing.
couple raiders everywhere.
Constructing unit.
Because we can build those at whatever station level. So there's 2 allegiances and a secular. Not bad for what was essentially a backwater defense here for them. A picket over my fleet. Or a picket fleet over my planet. But it's still the Vengeance, so we should be okay.
Weapons online.
Choose your reinforcements.
Yes, my lord.
The enemy is approaching.
I will once again reiterate that I hate this model.
Engage thrusters.
At
Moving to
maximum
sector.
unit capacity.
Actually talking about this in the Discord a bit earlier. Because it's not one of the... I hate this model more than most in the mod. But it's probably never going to be very close to the top of our priority list to be redone.
Awaiting command.
Just because SSDs in general take a lot more to do.
Scopes are jammed.
And with the Vengeance in particular, we'd have to do a bit of redesigning, which takes even longer. Okay, you... Eternal Judgment's a bit too close there.
What are your orders? What are your orders?
So is Silver Shadow. I was hoping the Vengeance would get more in range first.
Bomber
But, oh
squadron
well.
reporting.
Yes, Commander. I've got him.
One of the other things I was starting to work on a bit more this week was some of the unit ranges to make it less standardized, and also to get rid of the whole
Under control.
Praetor having 4,000 range when the average is 2,100.
To be destroyed.
So now they're at 2,100 like everything else, and then there are some units which are meant to be a bit longer range that are up to 3,000, and then some that are shorter range, which are usually around like 800 for anti-fighter,
Ready for command, sir.
or 1,400 to 2,100 is the typical range for most ships, though.
Ready for
The
orders.
lasers are
Taking
on.
that. Let's
There
finish
we go.
him. Watch your back. Engaging the enemy. Intercepting. He won't be around much
Bombers at the
longer.
ready.
And there we go.
Star Cruiser here.
Get behind him. Go after the stragglers. Where are the others? I'm on this one.
All right.
Sir, I've got him.
Cisco, if you want to actually get the
Engaging the enemy.
wow, there was some nice sheets there.
Batteries.
The battles are a bit more clean, but I'm still thinking about reducing the overall projectile count a little bit,
Ready to receive
just to be a bit
orders.
more clean than it already is,
Sections at your command, my lord.
because it's still a bit much in some cases,
We've lost the launch active.
but still way better than what the exact proportional representation system was,
Losing power.
which is how we determined ship armaments before.
They've destroyed our lasers.
Rip.
Losing control.
Target critical.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Choose your reinforcements.
Returning to your position.
Roger that.
I'll take care of this.
Setting up my run, sir.
Alright, so the Allegiance is taking a little bit longer, but we're halfway done both, so
I can't switch position.
They're coming in quick. I got him. Getting a lock. I've detected. Gun them down.
I kind of want to do the next news post for the mod on
He's about to be destroyed.
just general gameplay changes that I've made, because we've done a lot of the news posts on content, and there's not too much about some of the actual gameplay and style changes. So like the reduction in particle counts, that kind of thing. Some of the other stuff that didn't really make it into
Shake them.
any of the content updates per se. The content themed news posts. That are still good for people to know, especially stuff that addresses some of the more common complaints with 2.1. Because a lot of the news posts we've done so far have been aimed mostly at people who are already fans of TR and were more looking for what we were expanding on. But there's a lot we've done that sort of improves
Beginning.
a lot of the stuff that
reporting.
might make some people who maybe didn't like
reporting.
some of what was in the mod before might make them
Enemy fleet approaching.
want to take another look for it. Fast. Okay.
IPV reporting.
Tactical battle imminent.
Ooh, planetary. I thought I disabled... Well, is Luke just a stealth hero? Because I thought I disabled the raids, but I should probably drop some ground units into here as well. Because Jarek's fleet's right over there. If we lose this, it's fine. It's Luke. So if it's Luke and no one else, then it's probably going to be fine. If it's Luke and some other units, then it's less fine.
Comlink active. Over there.
Oh, actually, it's not going to be fine, because I thought we had infantry.
attack.
Oh yeah, we're not.
Light vehicle factory destroyed. System lost. Tactical
This is why we have
battle
ground
imminent.
units here. Scylla, I kind of want to auto-resolve, but I feel like it's risky. Okay.
IPV reporting.
It was risky, but I did it
IPV
anyways.
reporting.
Construction complete.
Confirmed.
Get some stuff over to Wayland.
Construction complete.
Let's get
Vehicle in
Eternal
production.
Judgment and Silver Shadow
IPV
back.
reporting.
Also Thunderchild. And I'm going to send all those
IPV
guys
reporting.
over
Tactical
to
battle
Cisco's
imminent.
fleet. Bandamir? Oh, it decided to go through. There we go. Well, I guess we'll just park it there.
Right away. On our way.
Get
IPV
that over
reporting.
there. And let's go again, Jarek. They might have left, but I doubt it. If we can kill Luke here, that'd be helpful. I really don't like the foothold Maldrude's getting all throughout the galaxy. Let's actually just take a second and look at what's going on here. Because Maldrude doesn't have that much down here, but they were still forcing the Republic back a little bit. There's a couple New Republic fleets in this area, but it seems like their main fleet right now is just what they have at Mon Calamari, because they had a lot more, if you remember from previous episodes, but it looks like a lot of that was fought back by probably Maldrude. And you have a couple bigger Empire fleets than what they had before, but it seems like the big players right now, other than ourselves, are the Empire of the Hand and Greater Maldrude. New Republic still has enough territory to probably recover, but let's get this started.
Choose your reinforcements.
Order acknowledged.
It would be nice to do the kind of battle animations that Vader and Obi-Wan had,
Maximum unit
and I don't know if it was actually in Forces of Corruption, but it was in Base Empire at War, because they were the only two Jedi hero except for Palpatine. So they had that hero clash animation where they would have an actual lightsaber battle.
Lancet standing by.
It was
Receiving orders.
like completely scripted, but it still looked a lot cooler than just them like wiping each other with, or wiping with lightsabers. Sounds,
Secured and abandoned.
I mean, painful for one thing, but
Choose your reinforcements. Base is under attack.
yeah, I need a build pad.
Aerial artillery reporting.
Didn't expect that.
As you wish.
See, you guys are supposed to be AA units, but just the way their missiles fly makes it so that doesn't work out super well. The physics on them. Alright, well. Oh, where's Luke? Did he go invisible or something? He does that sometimes. Where he just uses his stealth ability.
Squadron moving out.
Yeah, he did. He's in here.
We've secured an abandoned turbo laser tower.
Where are you, Lucas?
We've lost the abandoned turbo laser tower.
There's Lucas.
Ready for orders. Lancet proceeding. At the ready.
Alright, let's get this. That's such an annoying ability. I want to reduce the cooldown on it. Or, not reduce. Increase. Reduce is the opposite
We've
of what I
secured
want.
an abandoned sensor array.
Unit destroyed.
Okay, don't shoot it.
Unavailable.
Where is he?
Ready to receive orders. Command received.
We've secured an abandoned turbo laser tower.
There he is.
Right away. Attacking.
Awaiting orders.
Let's
Initiate attack run.
put that down there. It'd be nice if there was like a better stealth detection thing. Right now that cooldown is just... To stop him, just, I need to hear the things. Well, let's just use the other drop zones.
We've secured a landing zone. Choose your reinforcements.
Heading out.
Reinforcement point contested.
Setting
At maximum
course.
unit capacity.
Okay, there's Luke.
Reinforcement point contested.
I really want to get rid of that ability for him. Give him something else that's less frustrating.
Comlink active. Firing.
Bombardment available.
Where did he just run off to? Oh, there he is.
We are victorious.
There we go. Okay. So now we're good
System
there.
control
I'm going to actually
achieved.
leave stuff here so they can't do that again. Not everything, but at least enough. We don't need all three of those. We'll need two of those, a lat, and
Building
let's just
under
get
construction.
both defensive buildings like that.
Constructing.
There we go. Because I was concerned about them attacking in space, but they don't own any of these planets except for Honegger. So they won't do that. We're probably safe here. We don't even need this whole fleet. Nero one they went for. Alright, so Peltis, they got 8 Aphthonia, Warlord, 3 Cynics. Okay. This'll be a fairly close one. The Validusia isn't the most combat-oriented station. It's the largest one, but you get a lot of economic and other kind of bonuses from it. Alright, so, I just messed up a little bit. I forgot to copy over the hardpoint data, so I just had to reload back in. But we should be good now. Like I said, the Validusia doesn't have the most hardpoints, but you can see there's 4 ion cannons on each side, 4 concussion missiles on each side, and then 3, 6, 9 turbo lasers on each side. Plus you have the hangar. Let's get these guys back out of here.
Reinforcements en route.
This is so one of the main things for 2.3 as far as space maps. We want to redo a lot of the art aspects of it, but we're also going to be putting the defending forces positions closer to the stations and everything, which will be much better.
En route.
Our launch bay has been destroyed.
Reinforcements en route.
Enemy ships. Nowhere to go. More enemy craft.
Intercepting.
Primary engine system is down.
We're on the move.
I've got him.
Alright, we'll see.
Go after them.
This map is terrible for this. And by for this I mean combat.
Commander, they're
I
hitting.
really don't like those defending forces positions.
Your command, sir.
But we'll see if we're able to actually do anything out of this.
Stay in formation.
Poor Gantrathor.
Falling out of formation.
Your sacrifice and Belrine, but less important for Belrine.
Sir,
We've lost our
It'll be remembered.
TIE interceptor here. Attack formation. Go
Awaiting your command.
Hood,
Commander.
get back here, Hood.
Heading out, sir.
They're coming in quick.
Hypervelocity gun available.
I don't like how dark this map is for this either, but
Sir, I've detected
Hypervelocity
we got one more
cannon
Peltis.
firing.
craft.
Or not. Oh wow, it still has the main cannon.
Commander, they're hitting us.
That's unfortunate.
Our space station is under
Alright, we have a fair few fighters.
upgrade in
Let's get the
progress.
upgrades.
Falling out.
These larger stations like this aren't going to have the rotation ability. as you can probably imagine, it would look very weird. With this one, it's not meant to be as combat oriented, but I'm still thinking about adding in a couple more hard points for it. So, like another set of 6 turbo lasers along here, maybe a couple more ion cannons around here. But we'll see how it ends up doing.
Weapons ready, sir.
Because we haven't really tested these too much just yet. We also need to get it tested when we have the changes to the concussion missiles, because we still haven't really done the anti-ship concussion missiles, which we do want to do. Oh, Furions. I've made some changes to how those kinds of ship work, but they're still going to be getting a bit more. The things that I forgot to put in should also mean now, actually, that you will see some of the changes to range for like the Praetor as well, which weren't in before. And defensive stations tend to have a much higher range as well, so that you can't kill them from outside their own range anymore, which is a problem that used to exist in Ascendancy as well. But now defensive stations have some of the higher ranges in the game, which makes them a lot more effective at what they're supposed to be doing.
Can anyone else see him? Where's our cover? Where are you? I can't take another hit like that. Where'd he come from? This is bad. Someone cover me. My scopes are jammed. I'm not paid enough for this.
Where are the others?
I got fires on me.
Awaiting orders.
Get over here and help.
En route.
Our engines are out. I can't stay out here.
I've got him. Draw their fire.
I'm hit.
The lasers have been destroyed. I copy. Position.
I'm running out of maneuvers.
Alright, we'll have to come back and retake Nero on, it looks like.
Awaiting your orders.
They've got us targeted.
Under attack.
How about a little help?
Reinforcements en route.
Get behind them.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
Now.
Taking them out. Engaging the enemy. He won't be
Awaiting
around
your
much
command.
time. I've got him. I'm on this one. I can't switch position.
Alright. Looks like we're going down.
I'm losing my engine. Can anyone else see him?
Your command, sir.
I'm hit.
Our target priority is the
Where
laser.
are you?
Unable to shake
Reporting.
them.
Laser cannons disabled.
I'm getting torn apart.
I got under control.
I can't take another hit like that.
Taking fire.
I'm in a tight spot.
They're hitting us.
Commander.
Shoot him
engaging the
down.
enemy.
My scopes are jammed. Where'd he go?
Someone cover me. I got fighters on me.
As much as it has a high range, it's not going to outrange the main cannons on the
Our
Peltasts.
lasers are
Where are the
destroyed.
others?
But using just as long as it's up, I'm going to try to use the HV gun to get as much damage in as we can. So we may as well, it feels like kind of a waste to use it on that, but,
Turn to your position.
oh, sorry about that. Game just alt-tab. I really need to disable that notification if I can.
Ships.
It always alt-tabs me out of stuff, and there's no reason for it.
I got fighters on me.
We're being targeted.
Roger that. Direct fire on the engines.
Taking fire. My scopes are jammed.
Yeah, I think I will add in the extra weapons there.
Been
Where are
destroyed.
the others? Commander, they're hitting us.
I was worried about making them OP,
I'll take care of
but
this.
right now this is a little bit underwhelming in terms of just absolute firepower.
Gone.
Falling out of formation.
Draw their fire.
Attack formation. Go after the stragglers. Regroup for another attack.
Alright, we just got to get it. Hopefully it'll last long enough for one more shot from the HV gun, which looks like it will.
Hypervelocity gun available.
Let's just get that one down. That'll be 2 less Peltas to worry about at least. Alright, so as they destroy my gigantic $20,000 or 20,000 credit space station that I intentionally baited them into fight, thinking that I'd be able to at least destroy some of their stuff. Thanks for watching, everyone. And tomorrow, I wonder if I can... There's nothing that's really...
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
In tomorrow's episode, we will try to seek... there's a moon. Anyways, in tomorrow's episode, we'll rebuild the Gantry Thor on the hood, and we'll try to leave some bigger defense forces with the Validusia, just so that we don't lose stuff the same way. But, again, that's going to do it for me. So thanks again for watching, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, today we also are having on our twitch.tv/CornyLoses channel there, we are doing more Pokemon Reborn, so if you've been enjoying that on the channel, that'll be live streamed today as well. So again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.